Gokul Niwas, Hanuman Galli, yeah, building number 33.
Sir,
So according,
sir, sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Recording was yet started, so I am again welcome to Umesh Pandalkar Saab and Dynamic Officer of Mumbai Fire Brigade. Today we will hear from him about the Kalaba Devi fire major fire incident and supreme sacrifice of Mumbai Fire Brigade officers. And now over to Umesh sir.
I think again I have to start from scratch, from day one. Okay. My name is Umesh Palandi. I've joined Mumbai Fire Department in 2000, in the year 2000. Since last 22 years, I am working in this department. Today, I'll brief you about the Kalaba Devi incident. I was involved in many such incidences. I am the recipient of 3 Municipal Gallantry Awards and 1 President Gallantry Award. And I am a part of flood and rescue team, search and rescue team, emergency management system, emergency medical system, rope rescue system, and so on, so much, so on and so forth. On behalf of Prabhatji Rahanle, I welcome everybody to this webinar. This was normally chaired by him, but I don't know what issue has cropped up, and he must be stuck somewhere. So I am told to get involved into this webinar. Today's issue, as Dr. Saab told me, that this is the Kalaba Devi incident and the utmost safety of a firefighter. That is what the issue is. To the incident, if I take you, 9th May 2015 was that ill-fated date wherein we got a call around 16:29, and the first arriving officer gave level 1 fire call to this Kalaba Devi building. Kalaba Devi building is situated in a densely populated and area wherein if you see, there are narrow lanes and by lanes, and to reach a fire incident, it took much more time for the first arriving officer also. The level 1 call was given to the control room. The building was comprising of around the ground floor and 4th floor, 4 upper floor. This is a brick walled wooden structure building, and the fire started at ground floor. Hence, the level 1 message was transmitted. After the level 1 message was transmitted, the supporting heads, the supporting fire engines came from the Fort Fire Station, from the Gulaba Fire Stations, Gandhi Bazaar, and Gawala Tank Fire Stations. The firefighting operation started. The first arriving officer was Mr. Mulik. He was an assistant station officer. He took charge of that area. He prepared some lines and he started firefighting. As the small lanes, by lanes, and the nearby buildings were also wooden structured, so the spread of fire was very high. The wind velocity was also very high, so these fires spread on upper floors also. The second turnout response officer gave around level 2 call. So again, the incident took over by the senior officers. What happened there was a delay in response because of the narrow lanes. This is what the major criteria, what we see. And second part, what I understand, what rather I would like to tell you is the commercial use in residential buildings. That is what happened there. So this particular building was having small galas of, you can say, the goldsmith preparation work, then plastic storage. You can have these chemical storages, cylinders for heating purposes, where everything was stacked in that particular building. So the fire spread was devastating. It was very, very fast. As the senior officer, Deputy Chief Fire Officer, then Deputy Chief Fire Officer SG Amin, he came to the building and he took over the charge. He saw that building. At the same time, some of the cylinders, the blasts occur on the upper floors. Due to those blasts, the building developed various cracks. And now SG Amin took a decision to do a firefighting from external areas. So no one was allowed to go inside the building, and everyone was doing the firefighting from the external areas. As the blast occurred, as the blast occurred, as SG Amin called the then CFO Sri Sunil Nesrikar. Sunilji Nesrikar came and he was very happy with the firefighting as the external firefighting was taking place. Second part, I was deputed at Chembur Fire Station that time. SG Amin was my neighbor for 3 years, and we worked hand in hand for around many calls. So I was not aware about the fact. Now this area is of South Mumbai, so Chembur area was not involved for response. I was at the station somewhere. Then the building, the Sunil Nasrikar sir told that we'll just have a look of this building. What normally considered as the reassessment of the situation. So reassessment of the situation was done by Sunil Nasrikar sir. He did not went inside the building from the front side. He took the lane, by lane, and all the 4 officers, that is Sunil Nasrikar sir, Sudhir Amin sir, Sanjay Vaman Rane sahab and Mahendra Desai sahab. These 4 officers went from the rear side of the building. As I told, the building developed cracks. So some portion started falling off. Now the building did not collapse at once. It came in a the situation was so tense that when the first collapse occurred, that time Mr. Mulik, who was just standing near the ground floor, he could took care of himself and he ran from the place. But these 4 officers, they trapped themselves under the debris. Sunil Nasrikar sahab was thrown away due to the impact of the collapse to the other side, to the north side of the building. But SG Amin sahab was superficially, he was under the debris, and Rane sahab and the Desai sahab, they were under the debris, fully submerged under the debris, I can say. Now, as the building collapse occurred, the senior officer of that area, the situation, he took control of the area and he gave the brigade call. Now, once the brigade call has been transmitted, then I was turned out. We have around 33 fire stations. All the fire officers of the 33 fire stations are keeping 30% reserve staff. Around 70% of the vehicles and fire officers were turned out to the brigade call. Now, this brigade call was transmitted when I went there. I was operational in charge of rescuing Sudhir Amin sahab. Sudhir Amin sahab was partially buried under the debris. He was shouting in pain because of the debris as well as the heat which is occurring. Simultaneously, we started doing rescue work of Sudhir Amin sahab. We wanted a JCB to come near the place, but JCB could not be able to reach because of the narrow lanes and the parked vehicles around that area. So JCB came very late. By the time me, my crew members and all the troops were able to rescue Sudhir Amin sahab in a proper way. But at the same time, we removed Sudhir Amin sahab and the whole building got collapsed again. So that was the second collapse occurred. First collapse, these 4 people were trapped. The second collapse occurred after we removed Sudhir Amin sahab. Now, after this incident, now we need to find Desai sahab and Sanjay Vaman Rane sahab. Nesrikar sahab was thrown into the other part, so he could able to rescue himself. He came by walking. He came on his foot. Only his hands were burned, so he came on his foot and came back to the main area, and then we transported him to the hospital. He was the first person to rescue by himself. I don't know what happened, how he must have got the strength to come out of that debris, but he came and he walked towards the road. We took him into another station and we then took him to the hospital. Sudhir Amin sahab was rescued secondly. Then came the part of controlling the fire to the adjacent buildings. Adjacent 2 buildings were already engulfed in the fire. Because of the high intensity flames, I don't know what, the storage, chemicals and this blast, as well as the open rooftop. So the fire spread to the adjacent buildings. Now our job was to rescue the 2 officers who were trapped. At the same time, to douse the 2 buildings which are burning. All of the 3 buildings were evacuated. Nobody was inside the premises. And I still remember that place. I still remember that tragic, horrifying incidents when I caught hold of a hand of Sri Mahendra Desai. MM Desai sir was rescued. We could be able to make him understand that he is Desai sir due to his watch, what he was wearing. We rescued him. Then the second SW Rane sir was rescued. Both of them were still. We tried to give them first aid, but it was not possible to us, to give them first aid. We called doctors on site. These people came, they started CPR, pumping, whatnot, and then they rescued they took them onto the station and they carried them onto the hospital. So all these 4 officers were rescued in front of all the crew members in front of me, as I was a part of that area, I was a part of that rescue operation. I'm really horrifying to say that, I still remember all those chaos, all those cries, all those anger and panic what we passed through. And post this incident, we changed our lifestyle. The whole Mumbai fire brigade scenario was changed due to this Kalwa Devi fire. Over to you, Chaturvedi sir.
Yeah, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your this very heart touching. You can say very emotional. I'm seeing your face and your voice. It shows a very grief in that both of your voice and face that this incident you practically seen. So, sir, my request is you to share the what are the drastic change you have made after this incident for life safety of firefighters and your officers, because I know a lot of pressure was there. Because we have witnessed that fire in press, media. Frequently, people are start calling and all levels. You need to have a pressure. You need to put off what happened, why it is getting delayed. All things are there. I know what are the pressures you are working and serving in a situation, as well as you have told all things. This is my question to you: how you seeing the Mumbai Fire Brigade after that incident? What are the major changes you have done or Randle Saab has done?
Yeah, before that, I would request Swastikji to share that screen. Swastikji, can you share that video of a Gokul Niwas? It is just a depiction of, it's a graphical representation of what happened that day. Swastikji, can you hear me?
Swastik?
Yeah, I will check. Please.
Share that video, please.
Yeah, not visible till now. Yeah, it is visible now.
No, I can't see that, but is it there on your screen?
Sir, there is a screen. You need to press it in your mobile. Then it will display.
No, I have this. I'm sharing this. I'm just.
Yeah, there is a yeah. I think visible or not visible to you, Umesh sir?
Yeah. I'll just share this screen. Just a minute. Can anyone see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's visible. Yes.
This is what happened there at Gokul Niwas, and this is just a graphical representation what we did for our investigation purpose. This was that building. Can you see this, na?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah. All those adjacent building also you can see. We did firefighting from externally. This blast took place. Then the vertical cracks developed. Building got collapsed. You can see those 4 officers entering from the rear side. The red dot is Nasikar Saab and other R3 officers. So before they went inside for reassessing the situation, the collapse took place and they were trapped. This is what happened.
Yeah.
Second thing, I just want to show you the building, how that building composition was. Can you see this photograph?
Yeah, it is visible.
This is the debris wherein we got rescued Mr. Amin. So HG Amin Saab was rescued from this particular debris. We got hold of Amin Saab, we got him out, and the whole building collapsed. That was the second collapse occurred. And that was not a full collapse, it was partially a collapsed building. This was the composition of the Gokul Niwas building, and it was in a repair condition. You can see a brick walled wooden frame structure. Even the staircase was of wooden, so the fire spread was very heavy, and the upper floors were stacked with all those chemicals, plastics, and whatnot. So everything was it's like different situation for us, to that time to fight the fire. Now, over to your question, sir. As you asked, what happened, how the Mumbai Fire Brigade scenario changed. After Gokul Niwas fire, the committee was set up. Hello?
Yeah, sir. You are.
Yeah. After the Gokul Niwas, a committee was set up to investigate the fire and to chalk out the plan for Mumbai Fire Department as well as what went wrong, to understand what was the things which we need to understand and take care of those particular incidences. Yeah. There were around different findings occurred. That is, from Mumbai Fire Brigade, there were around 33 findings. From disaster management side, it was around 14-15 findings. So all these findings were complied, and we took control of all those findings. So what things were proposed during this committee? Even Prabhakar Ranle sir was also a part of this committee, and he also implemented many more things. The first and foremost thing we started is called a peer program on emergency management, emergency enhancement and response. So this thing, what happened was, the first was the response time, which was given to the Kalba Devi. The first response officer could not even park his vehicle near that building due to those lanes and by-lanes. So what we did, today we have 34 fire stations. Now these 34 fire stations are well equipped, but still we need to go inside the slum areas and lanes and by-lanes. So we started 17 mini fire stations. After these incidents, the first impact or the first step was taken towards these response management. We wanted to reduce the response management. If you see in Mumbai city, we have 34 fire stations. These fire stations are strategically located in such a manner that in a night time, if you call a Mumbai Fire Brigade official or Mumbai Fire Control Room, within 3 to 5 minutes, the vehicle reaches to the spot. So that is the response time of Mumbai Fire Department.
Yeah, it's a great.
3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes in a night time. But during a daytime, depending upon the traffic congestion, if you see, it's around 10 to 15 time, 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Yeah. So these 17 mini fire stations are called as beat fire stations. We started working hand in hand with the major fire station. These beat fire stations are equipped with quick response vehicles. We modified vehicles into a small, those Tata Tempo Traveler vehicles. Those were made as quick response vehicle, and those big vehicles were equipped with the water facilities, water mist facility, then rescue gears, hydraulic gears, even a ladder, which is beneficial for a first response. So these quick response vehicles are strategically located into these mini fire stations. Now this mini fire station is what? It's a container. It's a containerized. You can say it's a normal container which is kept under a shade of our 2-bay engine facility we give. One particular thing, one bay is used for a quick response vehicle, and the other bay is used for this one container, one air-conditioned container having 2 porta cabins, which has got facility for our officer and for staff. So these quick fire stations, mini fire stations were equipped, and we started the 70 mini fire stations in eastern suburb, western suburb, and city area. Due to these mini fire stations, the response time reduced a lot, because as if you see Dharavi area, as we have one fire station at Dadar, East Fool Market, Baji Market, what we call, or Flower Market.
Yeah.
So if we get a call from nearby areas, first this quick response vehicle turnouts, and it turn out along with the major fire station, that is Shivaji Bagh Fire Station. So according to this, we started with mini fire station, and due to this, we really achieved our goal of reducing the response time. So that was the first thing we started. Second part, what was considered was a manpower. We are having, though then in 2015 we were having around 2,800 officers and staff. After the Kalbadev incident, we recruited around 750 plus officers and men, which came into the fleet as a trained officers and men. And today we have around 3,500 staff, which is taking care of the citizens of Mumbai, the life and property of Mumbai. So manpower enhancement, that is also a second aspect what we did. Now to this manpower, we also started a program called capacity building, wherein we started training of our people. Now we wanted to train our people in high-rise rescue fires, in high-rise fires and rescue, in breathing apparatus set. So we have Badala training center, wherein we have this breathing apparatus gallery, wherein you get that sophisticated training of breathing apparatus. Then we also started drills, various mock drills within the premises, within the high-rise building. Now the other has got 41 high-rise building as of now on record. So all these 41 high-rise buildings are taken care, or rather it is been considered that the officer in charge of this fire station goes to those buildings and understand the composition of the building, understand the positioning of the vehicles, understand the courtyard areas, understand their parkings, understand their firefighting system, and they do a reassessment of that building and come back. So that is also one of the part of training what we did. Second thing, fitness of our person. So we started power gyms. We started a gymnasium in each and every fire station. Each and every fire station has got an equipped gym, and we have a dedicated time for these firemen and officers and firemen to go into the gym. We also decided their schedule for working, station working as well as the gym working. So these equipped gym are also inaugurated by the then CM now. Today the CM sir has incorporated this gym facility into the Mumbai Fire Department. So this is also one of the aspects we took care of. So accordingly, all those facilities which were given by the which were recommended in the committee. Apart from that, many more facilities have been added, and we are continuing the training of the Mumbai Fire Department.
Yeah, sir, thank you very much. And one more question is coming to my mind, because I have visited Mumbai Fire Brigade in 2017 somewhere, 2016 somewhere, for a robotic demonstration you have carried out. And at that time, incident command center was in under commissioning stage. We want to hear you about that incident command system or your center, how it's work, and how you are leveraging technologies to facilitate the firefighters. That is
I think I missed as you were asking me a question. One more part which was missed in the last conversation was communication. So integrated command and control system, what you are talking about. We were having these walkie-talkies, age-old analog system. Now we have transformed into a digital communication. If you come to a Baikala command center, you will find state-of-the-art integrated command and control system, wherein we have a 20 feet wide virtual wall, wherein the whole Mumbai has been mapped, and all the vehicles have been provided GPS system, so that the GPS system and tagging can reduce the response time. So this integrated communication command and control system is now in place, and this is really giving us a good feedback, and we are really reducing response time.
Yes, sir. This system is working fine, or you are facing some problem?
No. It's working very fine. Many times only the internet issue. That is what is happening. But internet issue has been taken care of by, we have also installed the mobile towers on fire near fire stations. So nearby fire stations also interconnected.
Yeah,
The
because
next phase will be, what we are going to do is uh, to have a CCTV units, or rather the cameras on mobile vehicles, so that we can get assessments of the scenes, and straight away this feed will come to the main control room. So that is in a pipeline. That is in pipeline.
next question on same, but telepathy match. You have visualized my next question and answer the same, because I am looking for same from you, that
Right.
CCTV camera live updates, and on screen what is happening at that particular site of incident, and what are the resources or required, or is if any team member is working in a situation, that we can guide them. So it is a very good thought process you have given, that in due course this will be.
We are into, no, just to finish, we are into a process of, we also contacted the traffic police department. The traffic police department have got a wide network of CCTV in Mumbai.
Yes.
Each and every narrow lane is covered by the CCTV footage. So we are one of the Mumbai Fire Brigade officer is sitting into the headquarters of traffic department, and one of the traffic officer also sits to the Mumbai Fire Brigade control room department. What normally we have asked for one feed of this CCTV footage, CCTV network, to the Mumbai Fire Brigade control room, which is in a process. So it will be done in a day or two.
So that you can get free access to your vehicle, and free alert
Right,
to them what are the route conditions and all the
right,
things.
right,
How
right.
do you see the feasibility of drone as a surveillance tool, or being a aid to firefighters? Because in a traffic situation, if you want to get a first scene of crime incident update, then in my opinion it might be fruitful before there is no traffic, but constraint will be the battery limits of the drones, which is not exceeding more than 1 hour or 40 minutes. So how do you foresee this type of technology can be a boon for pre-risk assessment before firefighting team reaches at the site?
We did. Some of the service providers came to the department. They are into process of making various type of drones which can reassess the situation, which can assess the situation in case of fire as well as for rescue operation. And as you know, we have a fire robot that is for a firefighting. For assessment of the situation, drone cameras are yet in a pipeline. So this project is also into a pipeline, and most probably will also have a drone. In fact, our officers, some of the officers are having private drone. They are having private GoPro cameras as well as drone cameras. So the other officers also, into we have IT department. Those officers are working on it. Once this particular thing is resolved, or rather once the technical specification has been freezed, tenders have been invited. Most probably, drones will also be a part of fleet of Mumbai Fire Brigade.
Yeah, sir. Because I want to share you a one incident where we have used the drone, and it worked very good. There is a major fire incident in Kandla. There is a tank fire, and it was happened in 30. I think in the night. I'm not to recall the date, and the entire night the people were remain on standby, because the intensity and radiation of that tank was very high. And I have spoken to the dish to inventory transfer of the adjacent tank, so that next morning we can mount on nearby tank and start firefighting. And that morning I have reached there, and they have arranged a drone. Initially we get a survey with drone, how is the flame intensity, how flame is traveling, and pattern of flame, and it's good a very clarity and give a confidence to us. Later on, we rush to the tank with thermal imaging camera to assess the
Okay.
fuel condition of the tank, how is the temperature gradually, which level there is a high temperature. Then we make our strategic firefighting operation, and it's help a lot. That's why I have asked that question on the drone specifically, because we are having also two drones in Adani port, but these
Okay.
drones are for surveillance only. IR UV cameras are not fitted in that. We are exploring on same thing. And my next question is to you, sir, regarding what are the stress management program you are organizing to your team as well as for you, because you are working in a very critical position, as well as Prahat Rangre sir is in a very critical position. You can say I sometimes you can't able to have a sleep. So how you are
Right.
going to manage your work life balance and stress management?
It's like now we are into 24 hours duty system. My staff is into 8 hours duty system, but all the officers are in 24-hour duty system. So we have this pattern of working for 2 days continuously, and then a third day we get a short leave. That short leave is also not compulsory. Like if you have some commitments, you are supposed to finish your commitment and then go on a leave. Now 8 hour duty system in my staff, if you see, these particular people have got their own schedule. Like we have 7:15 to 8:45, we have a parade and drill time. So this time we also include the yoga program into that. In fact, late Sunil Nisrikar sir, he is the person who introduced yoga into Mumbai Fire Department.
Okay,
That
sir.
I must say that I should be. I'm really thankful to him that he introduced these yoga programs into our parade and drill schedule. So this apart from parade and drill, we have this gymnasium facility nowadays. So this stress management and yoga, this particular part has been. Now we have already trained people, rather trained firemen who can teach yogas within the station. So
Okay,
this
sir.
particular person is always into a first shift or into a second shift, and he take care of these issues. And the officer in charge of that station monitors their stress management issues. Now, if you see, think about the fire officers. That fire officer has got different working scenario, that they are working into daytime into offices, their respective zones, their respective command centers. At the night time, they are attending fire calls. But it has to be that way. Like our body has acquainted this particular regime, this particular schedule, and all the officers they are into these yogas, they are into this gym, they are into some of the events like singing. You can say many of the officers are into, they are doing some cycling work, they are doing they are running marathons. So apart from their duty hours, they are also entitled, entertained to have their own hobbies to be taken care of. So these people are managing their stress management by their own. And department, if you say think about the department organize some of the events, wherein like this there is one program called Life Living. Then we have some other people who are coming to the stations and giving some de-stress programs. So accordingly we manage our stress into these issues. The best stress management rather for a professional firefighter is a firefighting. That is what I understand. That is what I understand.
It
So
means
my stress
आप
management is fighting fire.
आपने
If
ये
I am on
बात
fire,
आपने
I am very
ऐसा
happy.
बोला सर, लोहा लोहे को काटता है, तो स्ट्रेस को काटने के लिए फायर फाइटिंग ही चाहिए, इसका
Correct.
मतलब.
मेरा stress management fire
Sir,
fighting.
salute your thoughts, sir. Salute your thoughts.
So,
Yes.
Umesh Sab, next question is to you about the firefighter family welfare. Something you have done to take care your firefighter means welfare. I come to know there is a welfare fund type or welfare association in Mumbai Fire Brigade running. We want to hear you about on this point.
Yeah, Mumbai Fire Department has got benevolent fund. Benevolent fund is there, which is been organized by the officers by contribution of the people who donate into those benevolent fund. Apart from that, Director Maharashtra Fire Services has got the Maharashtra Fire Services Welfare Association, wherein all the fire personnel of Maharashtra are attached to that welfare association, and they take care of their medical expenses, medical bills, not fully but partially, and even if any death or any martyrs issue occurs, then they give some compensation to them. So we have this Maharashtra Welfare Personal Welfare Association in place, and for Mumbai Fire Department we have this benevolent fund. And now we conducted, when he was director, when Randlesa was director, we conducted a program called Combat 360. You must be aware about,
Yeah, yeah.
wherein we called around 28 countries around the globe, and they participated the drill, and accordingly we generated some funds to the welfare association. So that was a very good initiative by him, and that was his thought. So these 28 countries came, they saw the working of the department. Also, my fire officers and men competed shoulder to shoulder to them, and they gave them really a tough time in those drills. So these welfare associations are now picking up. Rather, we are organizing some programs, just like how police organizes Umang and other programs. Accordingly, Mumbai Fire Brigade was also in the verge of organizing such program, but due to this COVID issues, we couldn't be able to organize such issues. But in near future, we will really have many events, to fund the welfare association, which is beneficial to everybody.
Yes, sir. Next question is I am coming to you about fire prevention and capacity building of community. How you are working on this point on Mumbai or your particular region, and how you have mapped these type of program?
Yes.
Please share.
Yeah. As I said, first was the infrastructure to enhance the infrastructure. Second was this capacity building, that is the manpower issue. Third was communication, and last one was prevention and mitigation. This mitigation and prevention we started by the program called Volunteer Fireman Program, wherein today we have around 7,000 plus database of firemen volunteer. They are registered with the department. They are trained by the department for a one-day training program. These 7,000 plus firemen volunteers are being given badges and identity cards, so that in case of any emergency, they can go onto that event, they can wear their caps, badges, identity cards, and they can help the firefighters. Now, these firemen volunteers are not professional firefighters, but they are the supporting hand to the fire personnel, like to clear the traffic areas, to clear their cars which are parked in the courtyard, to open the main gate, rather to switch off the main supply, tell them to go to a refuge area. These kind of work can be done by this fireman volunteer. We also have a WhatsApp group of those fireman volunteers, and we've been continuously monitoring these people. In fact, I'm really happy to tell you that before the caller, the affected person calls up to the control room, these particular fireman volunteer hits the WhatsApp message that there is a fire in this area. So this is what is happening now.
Yeah, it's a
Now,
very good.
due to this COVID issue, we have stopped this event, but fireman volunteer program is extensively run by the department, and we are having around 7,000 plus database readily available at control.
Sir, my next question is related to volunteer firefighters. What are the motivational factors for these volunteer firefighters from Mumbai Fire Brigade or the government, so they can keep doing this selfless service for community and become a support system for Mumbai Fire Brigade?
Yeah, now motivation. If you talk about motivation,
It will be
I would.
different type of motivation. Sometimes it comes into the incentive, sometimes it comes into the award, appreciation, recognition, or sometimes something you can say
Right.
certification, annual certification for their tierless service.
Monetary benefits are not possible by the department, but at the same time, what we are giving them is a certificate. We give them badge, we give them identity card, and we also give them a certification. Now we are also into a process of a second phase. Now phase one was the basic fire safety courses which were already taught to those people. This phase two will be advanced courses wherein the 3 day or 1 week extensive training program will be organized at the Vadala Training Center, and we'll choose this TOT, training of trainers, what we will conduct. Those TOT will be chosen from the 7,000 plus database. But if you see about the motivation things, sir, I would rather assure you that you or any of your colleague can come and join a 1 day training program. I rather bet that if you this is itself a self motivational program.
No, sir.
If you attend 1 day, if you attend one day,
Why
you'll be able to attend second day also.
No, sir. I don't have any doubt because I am also a core firefighter. I am working in this field since 25 years in
हाँ जी
various
sir.
industries, and we are also having a auxiliary fire squad. But we want to extend this initiative to community. But these type of some constraints are coming to my mind. How do we
हाँ जी.
motivate? And second thing, suppose while helping to fire brigade, if some volunteers got injured or some mishappening to his life, then few questions really
Yeah,
stuck
yeah,
me
yeah.
on this concept to scale up this concept at my particular area.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's why I have raised this question
This
because
is
itself
this
is a
is this is a, yeah,
crime.
this is a policy issue. This is a policy.
Yeah.
I would must say that when we also give them training, we take a indemnity bond, saying that you are welcome to this area, but you are it's not a risky part. We are not teaching them a professional firefighting.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
are teaching them basic fire safety conditions. It's not
Yes,
a
yes.
They are not a professional firefighters.
Yes, they can be become a support system, not a core
Support system.
firefighter. Sometimes they can help to laying the hose, clear the traffics, guide, give inputs like you have told. So, sir, this is all about from my side. I don't have now more questions. So, I'm opening this dais for participant so that they can ask you if any questions or query left out by me. So over to all participant, Umesh Palande sir is with us. Please ask your any question, query. It's a really a wonderful time, sir, to talking to you, and such a tight schedule. You have a spare time to have a talk with us. It's a pleasure for Fire Safe Bharat series, and highly thankful to Mr. Swastik Jadeja, who is the connecting dots to people. And so now over to participant. Any questions from your side? कोई भी पार्टिसिपेंट अगर पूछना चाहता है कोई क्वेश्चन उमेश पलांदे साहब से.
Okay, good evening, Sanjay Kale here. And uh, Umesh Palande is a very outstanding fire officer in Mumbai Fire Brigade. I know him very closely. I even worked with him for so many years. In fact, the sad incident which has happened at Alva Devi is actually the one ये दिल दहला देने वाला एक इंसिडेंस हुआ था. और हमारा बहुत ही मतलब Sunil Nesrikar and myself and the group of people, those who are gone into that fire, they actually joined along with me. मैं जब बी फायर होके मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड में ट्रेनिंग किया था, उस वक्त उनका वो एसओ का स्टेशन ऑफिसर का वो ट्रेनिंग चल रहा था. So we were together, and from that point of time I was knowing it was very unfortunate incidents, and still but yet with that particular incident, lot of learning which was shared by Mr. Palande. In fact, there is a remarkable improvement in Mumbai Fire Brigade. एक मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जो हर सिटी में ये प्रॉब्लम मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड है, लोकल फायर ब्रिगेड whichever city they are facing, about the traffic congestion due to parking of vehicle in the societies and all these things, and the road across and societies. तो इसके लिए कुछ steps हम लोग ले रहे हैं क्या? I just would like to know about from Umesh कि whether we are taking any steps on that, because एक एक घर में चार चार व्हीकल एंड देयर पैथेटिक कंडीशन फॉर approach road and the scenario, whole scenario changes if fire brigade is not getting the approach to the to quench the fire, to fight the fire in time. So response time is one part, and second part is the life which is actually at stake. So can you throw light on this, Umesh?
Yeah, sir. Ali sir, as you know, even NBC, even DCPR has got some regulations wherein you have to provide parking to the residents. Now, if you consider a 3 BHK flat in Mumbai, they are entitled to get 2 parkings. If you have a 2 BHK flat, you are entitled to get 1 parking allowed. Now, municipal corporation is coming with the policies of having these public parking lots, public parking towers, you can say. तो ये PPL जो चल रहा है, this process is already on. If you see Dadar area, the area which were Shivaji Park and other people, they are parking their vehicles into the Kohinoor public parking lots nowadays. They are charging some charges. I am not aware about the charges, but if you see, the Shivaji Park area is getting cleared by this public parking lot. Also, the municipal corporation is have got their policy in place for fine. They are having this policy that if a public parking lot is near 100 meters or 150 meters, your fine is around 10,000 if you park into a wrong place. So these particular policies are also adapted by municipal corporation, and they are having these policies yet. Apart from this, Mumbai Fire Brigade is also pursuing the matter, to clear the parking lots near the courtyard areas, or you should only park into the dedicated parking areas inside your building. But unless and until the incident takes place, the people doesn't take this seriously. तो ये तो सब चलते रहेगा, and this is only by virtue of public awareness and training and conducting a survey into their building. What I have told my junior officers to go inside a building and tell catch hold of the secretary and tell them to clear their parkings in case of emergency. Not only in case of emergency, in normal days also. So in night time, suppose something happens, I do not need to come and clear your parkings. I need to just focus on to the rescue and firefighting operation. तो ये सब ट्रेनिंग और पब्लिक अवेयरनेस से होगा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन का पॉलिसीज तो है, and they are following those matters. Kale sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know it is very difficult, and it's a discipline which needs to be,
Yes.
enforced. But yes, this is a concern in all the cities actually, not only in Mumbai but all the cities.
Yes.
So thank you, Kale Saab, for asking this valuable question. And who is next, please? We will take only 5-6 question only because time is 5:56. We are going to close maximum to 6 or 6 to 3. So we are going to take only 3-4 question only. If anybody is having, please make it fast. So any question? किसी पार्टिसिपेंट के कोई क्वेश्चन है? आने वाले 4-5 मिनट में हम क्वेश्चन लेंगे. उसके बाद पलांदे साहब ने हमें जो वैल्यूबल टाइम दिया है, ज़्यादा समय नहीं लेंगे. 6:02 के आसपास हम इसको क्लोज कर देंगे. एनी क्वेश्चंस?
हेलो, मेरा सर एक क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ
हेलो.
हाँ जी.
अभी हाँ, पहले तो सबको सैल्यूट तो करना ही पड़ेगा, इतना बड़ा बलिदान दिया है हमारे जवान ऑफिसर सभी ने. तो मेरा एक ही क्वेश्चन है सर कि इतना बड़ा हादसा हुआ तो उसके बाद में जिसके फैमिली को कुछ इतना पैसा मिलना चाहिए तो वेलफेयर में से कॉम्पेंसेशन के तरीके से, तो ऐसा कुछ गाइडलाइन बनाया है कोई सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की ओर से या तो कोई स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की ओर से?
सर क्या नाम है सर आपका?
LR पटेल.
ओके, बहुत अच्छा सवाल पूछा आपने. इनफैक्ट आई वाज गोइंग टू एंड माय सेशन विद दिस, बट अच्छा हो गया आपने पूछ लिया. ये See this after this incident, the Indian Fire Service में जो ऑफिसर्स और फायरमैन को मार्टियर का शहीद का दर्जा दिया गया. ये पहला इंसिडेंट है जिसमें इंडियन फायर सर्विस में ये पहली घटना है जिसमें फायर ब्रिगेड के अधिकारियों को या कर्मचारियों को शहीद का दर्जा दिया गया। इसके पहले पुलिस और इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेस में ये सब होता था, बट ये पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है कि इनको शहीद का दर्जा दिया गया है। दैट इज ऑल्सो डॉक्यूमेंटेड। सेकेंड थिंग, शहीद को जितने फैसिलिटीज मिलनी चाहिए, वट एवर द फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल फॉर अ मार्टियर्स, दैट इज बिन गिवन टू द 4 families. Like if you the employment to their kids, the education, free education to the kids, apart from that the accommodation, वो accommodation का थोड़ा pipeline में चल रहा है, but that will be also it will be cleared. So ये जितने facilities उनको मिलनी चाहिए थी वो उनको मिल रही है। इसके अलावा ये चारों families में से 2 families अभी भी हमारे कैंपस में रह रही है। दोनों families ने दूसरा कुछ ये किया, इसके लिए वो चले गए, बट बाकी दोनों फैमिलीज उनको जितना चाहे तब तक, जब तक उनकी रिटायरमेंट का एज ना हो तब तक यहाँ पे रह सकते। सो ऑल दिस फैसिलिटीज आर गिवन एंड वी आर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग मोर टू सच फैसिलिटीज। बट आई एम रियली थैंकफुल दैट यू आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन, सो एवरीबॉडी शुड नो दैट दिस इज द फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट वेयर इन द मार्टियर खिताब जो है, दिस हैज बीन गिवन टू द इंडियन फायर सर्विसेज ऑफिसर्स एंड मेन। थैंक यू सर।
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Any questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Hello, good evening, sir. It was very nice presentation, sir, and salute to all brave heart firemen. Sir, मेरा ये question है कि मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड ने एक साथ 97 फायर वुमेन्स का इंटेक किया था। दैट वाज अ बिग स्टेप। तो इसके पीछे और क्या पॉलिसी है, और आप वुमेन्स का एंट्री कैसे बढ़ाने वाले, उसके पीछे आपकी क्या पॉलिसी है और क्या इसके लिए आप कदम उठाने वाले हैं सर?
मैडम, महिला आरक्षण जैसे अभी रिजर्वेशन मतलब इंडक्शन जब भी होता है, व्हेनेवर द रिक्रूटमेंट टेक्स प्लेस, दैट टाइम जो महिला आरक्षण का कोटा जो है वो जैसा रहेगा वो चलते रहेगा। मतलब इट इज नॉट द फर्स्ट स्टेप एज वी टुक द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेटिंग वुमेन फायर फाइटर्स एंड फायर ऑफिसर्स इन डिपार्टमेंट, बट इसके आगे भी जितने रिक्रूटमेंट होंगे जिसमें महिला आरक्षण का जितना रिजर्वेशंस है वो तो चलते रहेंगे। सो इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो whenever the recruitment comes, the women empowerment and women candidates will be entertained and they are welcome to the department.
ओके सर, लेकिन आपने अभी आपके पूरे स्पीच में सिर्फ आपने यही बोला कि मी एंड माय मेन, एंड तो ये मुझे एक पार्ट मिसिंग लगा सर, सॉरी टू से।
वो हर्षनी लास्ट में वो क्वेश्चन आने ही वाला था लेकिन आपने कर दिया, अच्छी बात है। वो वुमेन्स मेरा क्वेश्चन नेक्स्ट यही था क्लोजर में, व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस टू वुमेन फायर फाइटर एंड व्हाट आर द चैलेंज टू मैन फाइटर इन मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड? दीज आर दे आर फेसिंग सेम चैलेंजेस लाइक हर्षनी सेज कि वो एक पार्ट था, ज़रूर वो एक उसके ऊपर बात करना रह गया। सो लेकिन लेडी फर्स्ट होना चाहिए था, लेकिन वो लास्ट में आया, लेकिन लेडी लास्ट में आए तब भी वो फर्स्ट के बराबर ही हो जाती है। लेडी इटसेल्फ अपीयरेंस इज ए इट्स ए वेरी गुड थिंग that you have asked. So Umesh sahab, would you like
that
to...
that was a good cover up sir.
अभी कवर अप ही करना पड़ेगा ना, जब फंस गए तो अभी फंस गए हम तो कवर अप ही करना पड़ेगा ना। हर्षनी ने फंसा दिया लास्ट में लाके भी, तो कवर अप करना पड़ेगा ना, बीइंग ए मॉडरेटर।
Actually, madam, we are proud of you. You are GM of ONGC, first fire officer of ONGC.
Yeah, we really would like to share on this point, but at last this question was kept. It was really my mistake, you can say. It should be first, and because we are more focusing on that particular supreme sacrifice story. Later on, this question Q&A session started. So it's a really good. We will take care in future. So
I think हर्षिनी के लिए मैं एक बोलना चाहता हूँ कि मैडम, मैंने भले ये मैन आई वुड रादर से सॉरी टू यू कि अगर मी एंड माय मैन ऐसा बुला रहेगा तो, बट मेरे वुमन लेडी फायर फाइटर्स जो है काम करते वक्त मेरे को कभी लगा नहीं कि ये लोग वुमन है।
एक और कवर अप कर दिया है अभी।
They are fighting in hands. They are fighting shoulder to shoulder to me. तो मैंने कभी ऐसा
Yes, sir.
सोचा ही नहीं कि मेरे बाजू में ऐसा कुछ है कि जिससे मैं चौंक सकता हूँ या जिसको मेरे को जिक्र करना चाहिए. You got the point?
ओके सर तो अभी वो समय आ गया है कि वी
I
शुड
know,
कॉल
I
इट
know.
फायर पर्सन.
Yeah.
फायर पर्सन.
I
Yeah,
should,
you are right, ma'am. You are right, ma'am.
I should put up in this way. My women firefighters and men firefighters and officers. I should put in this way, and I'm sorry for this, madam. Thank you very much.
सर मैं एक क्वेश्चन
नहीं
पूछना
नहीं सर
चाहूंगा.
मैं आपका सॉरी नहीं चाहती हूँ सर.
नहीं, it's not
एक्चुअली
sorry.
मैंने मुंबई
I
फायर
told you my views. मैं जो भी कॉल पे जाता हूँ, फायर वुमन हो या मेरा फायर मैन हो, कभी लगाएंगे ऐसा कि ये फायर वुमन है. They are working so strengthily. I don't know when. कभी ऐसा लगा नहीं कि उनको ये काम नहीं बोलना चाहिए या इनको ये काम बोलना चाहिए. उतने ही जोश से काम कर रहे हैं जैसे ये मैन कर रहे हैं.
एग्जैक्टली सर. और मैंने देखा भी जब फर्स्ट इंडियन फर्स्ट गेम्स हुए थे नागपुर फायर कॉलेज में, तब मुंबई की टीम आई थी. बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था. मैंने उनको देखा है, कुछ लोगों से मैं मिली भी हूँ. तो दे आर डूइंग द बेस्ट जॉब. बस उनको फिर वी शुड कॉल इट फायर पर्सन सर.
मैडम
Now, Umesh साहब, she is
Yes, sir.
convinced.
One thing-
उमेश साहब, she is now convinced. फायर पर्सनल पे कन्विंस हो गई हैं. अब ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं करेंगे. बड़ी मुश्किल
सर,
से
मुझे
बाहर
एक
निकले
question पूछना
हैं.
सर मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है, if you permit me, sir.
हाँ बताइए.
सर पहले तो सैल्यूट टू ग्रैंड सैल्यूट टू ऑल यू पर्सन फायर पर्सन टू सैक्रिफाइस देयर लाइफ फॉर आवर बेटरमेंट ऑफ आवर लाइफ सर. सर मेरा एक कंसर्न ये है फायर कन्वॉय के साथ कि जब भी कोई फायर कन्वॉय निकलता है फायर डाउस करने के लिए, तो ऐसी कोई सिस्टम हम इंटीग्रेट नहीं कर सकते. 108 के साथ साथ 102 जो एम्बुलेंस का भी नंबर है वो भी इंटीग्रेट कर दे, ताकि हर एक फायर कॉर्नर के साथ एक एम्बुलेंस मस्ट होनी चाहिए सर एट द स्पॉट सर, जो फॉरेन में और शायद इंडिया में नहीं है. और अगर मैं गलत हूं सर मुझे करेक्ट कीजिए सर.
No. Yeah. You're very अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा था. I'll tell you one thing. पहले मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड के फ्लीट में 22 एम्बुलेंसेस थी. 22 एम्बुलेंसेस अराउंड द स्टेशन. So along with the fire department का vehicle, ambulances also used to turn out. But अभी हुआ क्या है कि due to the manpower crunch and due to the professional working of the doctors and nurses or other the EMS people, we gave these ambulances to the hospitals. Now जब फायर डिपार्टमेंट का गाड़ी या कॉन्वॉय डिप्लॉय होता है, उसके साथ में disaster management control room which is located at the NCGM headquarter, those people also turn out the nearby municipal hospital ambulances and 108 ambulances also. So ये तो this has been taken care of. ये कॉन्वॉय जब भी साथ में जाता है तभी 108 का एम्बुलेंस तो आता ही है, प्लस नियर बाय हॉस्पिटल के डॉक्टर्स और एम्बुलेंस में भी कॉन्वॉय के साथ आ जाते हैं.
एक स्टेप अहेड सर मैं सजेस्ट करना चाहूंगा, जैसे आर्मी की खुद की हॉस्पिटल्स है सर, ऐसे
हाँ जी.
फायर ब्रिगेड की भी सर हॉस्पिटल्स होनी चाहिए सर उनके लिए भी.
Thank you very much for your suggestion. We are having one National hospital, but it is not our hospital. But they are really doing good job. National hospital जो है वो एक फायर डिपार्टमेंट का बर्न इंजरीज के बारे में ये करते हैं. But this is also a very good suggestion. We should have our own hospital. Thank you very much. We'll put forward the suggestion. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you
please.
and grand salute to you, sir.
Last question from any participant, or we are going to close or say sign off for today.
सर मैं ये
प्रांजल here.
बोलना चाहती हूँ.
या हर्षनी, प्रांजल तुमको भी देंगे नंबर, कोई बात नहीं. हर्षनी जी को खत्म करेंगे.
नहीं सर, मुझे बस ये एक ऐड करना था कि हम फायर फाइटर्स सिविल सोल्जर्स है सर, ठीक है. वी आर आल्सो वर्किंग 24/7. तो फायर फाइटर्स के लिए भी जो कैंटीन फैसिलिटी रहता है, जो सब्सिडाइज रेट्स में मिलता है, जैसे बाकी आर्मी के जवानों को, सीआईएसएफ को, तो वैसे भी फायर फाइटर्स के लिए भी शुरू होना चाहिए. दिस इज सजेशन फ्रॉम माय साइड सर.
Yeah, it's a really good suggestion because I want to take you the CISF. They need to fight lot of years. Then only they come to that facility. So somebody need to fight on this point and represent in a right way so that your question or your vision, it can be materialized. It is not a tough task, but somebody need to take a lead on this point. Because
Sir, we can do, sir. We can do, sir. As being a foundation, being Patient Foundation can take the lead if you permit us, sir.
No, it is different, Milan. She is asking that like paramilitary forces, army are getting a card so that they can procure any item from army canteen where GST and all taxes are not there. So she's asking on that facility. These facilities can be for firefighters. So to convert it into a firefighter, somebody need to make a proposal to send it to the government. Then it, or the Ministry of Home Affairs, Civil Defense, Fire Brigade, or you can say fire advisor. We can approach to him if something can be done on this front. It can be done like President Medal are given to firefighters, martyrs. In similar way, Harshni has raised this thing. It can be addressed to the appropriate authority and it can be done. Or somebody like I can say Randle sir in a very good position. He is the Deputy Commissioner of Mumbai Fire Brigade. So that he can also take this point as a takeaway from on this today meeting behalf. So this is my opinion. Now Umesh sir want to say on this point, he can say.
No, I'm okay with this because this is something related to beneficials and beneficiaries, and I think I am okay with what I'm doing and what I want to do. ये बाकी जो आप लोग जो सोच रहे हैं आप लोगों की सोच है, जितना अच्छे सोचोगे हमारे बारे में उतना अच्छा है.
Yes.
That's all.
So, yeah, Pranjal, what is your question?
Sir, it is regarding the capability building of Mumbai Fire Brigade. So, we have seen that terrorist attacks have taken place. हिंदी में बोलता हूँ सर. आतंकवादी हमले हो चुके हैं वहाँ पे. प्लस मैं भी मुंबई जा चुका हूँ तो वहाँ पे हाइजाइजर्स इतने ज्यादा हैं और अलग अलग तरह के हजार्ड्स दिखते हैं सर. जब भी वहाँ पे आप लोग ट्रेवल करेंगे तो उसके रिगार्डिंग में मेनली जो टेररिज्म है, एक्टिव शूटर एक्टिविटी है, उस रिगार्डिंग में जो कैपेबिलिटी बिल्डिंग्स है मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड की, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा इंसाइट लेना चाहूंगा सर.
अजय, हेलो हेलो.
जी सर, एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yeah. You asked about high-rise buildings, right?
No sir.
Mainly sir, active shooter incidents like we saw that the Taj attack in 2008. तो फायर फाइटर्स की जो कैपेबिलिटी बिल्डिंग है उसके रिगार्डिंग सर कि इन केस ऑफ टेररिज्म अटैक, बिकॉज आई एम फ्रॉम आल्सो डीएमआरसी, दिल्ली मेट्रो रेल कॉर्पोरेशन, एंड वी आल्सो पोजेस अ सीवियर डेंजर ऑफ टेररिज्म टेररिस्ट अटैक. सो हाउ कैन वी अवॉइड सच अटैक्स लाइक व्हेन
he want to say how we are prepared to handle such type of incident like Taj.
हाँ जी, ताज अटैक में फर्स्ट टाइम मालूम पड़ा हम लोगों को कि फायर फाइटर्स को बुलेट प्रूफ जैकेट भी चाहिए. इसके पहले हम लोगों ने कभी सोचा नहीं कि we require to have such bulletproof jackets. But we are in such scenarios we are always working into hands in hand with the national security agencies. So the national security agencies, NSG or the police, they were taking care of the fire department personnel. My job into that Taj attack was to douse the fires, and if you recollect, there was not a single fire brigade personnel who was shot, rather who was even threatened. I don't know what was the reason behind that. क्या मालूम नहीं कि हम लोग लाइफ सेवर से उनको मालूम रहा होगा या ऐसा कुछ.
उसमें सर प्रताप कारकोपिकर साहब से हमने डिटेल में डिस्कशन किया था. देयर वाज ए फायर in that direction. Terrorists are not able to see the firefighters' vehicles due to dense smoke. He has shared on that point, and he has raised the same question as you have told, that they come to know new requirement of life jacket to firefighter. And
Correct.
Pranjal question is in line with that. How we are ensuring the capacity building program on this particular type of emergency?
This type of emergency occurs once in a while. I mean, we are not prepared yet for these terrorist attacks. But bomb threats we have been taken care of. Just like that terrorist attack, also we have some SOPs jotted down now. That as we are working with the national security agencies, so accordingly in firefighting situation, the incident command officer is the fire officer. In other such scenarios, the incident command officer is the National Security Agency in charge. So, according to their opinions and their perceptions, we need to work and we need to train our people. But that is yet to happen. That is yet in a pipeline to work in such cases. We conduct the terrorist attack drill and bomb threat drill with the police and other agencies. So that is how we are getting prepared ourselves. So these are all malls and multiplexes and other vulnerable places are we have conducted many such terrorist attack drills along with those people. And there our primary job is the firefighting and rescue operations. That is the taking the injured to the place of safety and then to the hospital. So ये सब अभी इसी के साथ काम करना है हमारा और उसका SOP एक फिक्स हुआ है and accordingly we are working.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. And now I'm inviting Mr. Swastik Jadeja for vote of thanks.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Umesh Palande sir, for the wonderful session on fire safety management of Mumbai Fire Brigade. Thank you, Dr. Rakesh Chaturvedi sir, and all respected fire officers. Thank you all very much for the wonderful sessions. Thank you.
So thank you very much for all participants
Yeah.
and today's chief guest for Fire Safe Bharat series. अगली बार हम आपसे फिर मिलेंगे एक नई शख्सियत के साथ में और उनके लाइफ टाइम एक्सपीरियंस चैलेंजेस को हम इसी तरीके से शेयर करते रहेंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हैव ए नाइस डे.
Thank you, sir.